Now, in initializing an no, uh, now we are initializing an init method. Our next applet computes the sum of the values of two entered into the input dialogs by the user and displays the result by drawing a string inside a rectangle on the applet. The sum is stored in an instant variable of the additional applet class, so it can be used in both the init method and the paint method. The XHTML document that you can use to load this applet into an applet container. Now this is we are loading the applet class into the HTML document. This is an additional applet HTML load class in an addition applet. Here you can see that applet code is been, with the help of applet code tag, we are inserting a additional applet dot class. This is a software engineering observation tip for the only statement that should be placed in an applet init method are those that should execute only when the applet is initial. Whenever the applet is initialized, what are the things that is going to be discussed in the init method that should be loaded into the initialized method. And now this is a sandbox security model. For security reasons, it generally considered it dangerous to allow applets on any other program to execute or to run from a web browser to access in our local computer. So in order to proceed with that, we must decide whether we should trust this source or not. Most of us with your web browser require you to trust the sites you visit and to trust the organization that maintain those sites. Sandbox security model. Applets are typically downloaded from the internet. Like for example, if we download the malicious applet or virused one applet, what will happen is a browser downloads and executes a Java applet automatically. The user is not asked for approval. In fact, an applet typically downloads without the user's knowledge. Like it's just another element of the web page, and the user happens to be visiting. Like as some malicious applet is being installed in our system automatically, so that if a user press any key, then it doesn't give access to the user all. In order to avoid this thing, the Java platform uses so-called sandbox security model that performs that provides a mechanism for executing downloaded code safely. Such code executes in the sandbox and is not allowed to play outside the sandbox. By default, downloaded code cannot access local system resources. An applet can interact only with the server from which the applet was downloaded. And now this is Java Web Start and Java Network Launch, JNLP. We can also say that Java Web Start framework for running downloaded applets and application outside the browser. Java Web Start is a framework which will allow us to download the applets which can be run on a different web browser such as Google Chrome. Typically stored on a web browser for access via the internet, but can also be stored on organization network for internal distribution or even on CDs, DVDs or other media. Java Web Start enables you to ask the user if a downloaded program can access to the resources of the user's computer. Now this is a continuation of Java Web Start and a Java Network Launch Protocol. What is a desktop integration? What is a desktop integration? Like integration means integrating something on a user level. Desktop is known as desktop integration. Now, moreover, we can check the proper definition for this one. Users can launch robust applets and application by clicking a hyperlink in a web page and can quickly easily install the programs on their computer. By clicking in a hyperlink web page and quickly easily install the programs on their computer, and this can be configured to the user if a desktop icon should be created, so the users can launch the program directly from the desktop. Downloaded programs can also have an offline mode for execution when the computer is not connected to the internet. Automatic updating. Automatic updating is a Java Web Start program are downloaded and cached memory stored on the user's computer. The next time whenever the user is going to execute that program, the Java Web Start launches it from the cache memory, which will be cache memory is nothing but the frequently used memory in the computer systems. If the program has been updated, Java Web Start can automatically download the update, so a user always has a most up-to-date version. This makes the installation and updating software and seamless to the user. This is saying as an automating updating. Whenever we are opening our system, then this gives an update in order to update a browser, in order to update a web application. This is called as automatic updating. Draggable applet. Draggable applets is a new in Java SE update 10. SE is standard edition update 10 with a small change to the applet and element that invokes an applet from an XHTML document. Basically, it invokes the XHTML document from an applet. You can allow any users to execute an applet in its own window by holding the Alt key and dragging the applet out of the web browser. The applet continues to execute even after the web browser is closed. Java Network Launch Protocol document provides the information that Java Web Start needs in order to download and run a program. Java Network Launch Protocol document provides the information that Java Web Start needs in order to download and run a program. Must package your program in one or more Java archive jar files that contain the program code and the resources. By default, program launched via WebStart execute using the sandbox security model. Whenever a program is launched by using a WebStart, and this is the thing, this will be used by the sandbox security model. With the help of sandbox security model, a application or a program can be launched. If the user gives permission, such programs can access the local file system and the clipboard and the other services via JNLP APIs of the package. And you can see this Java x.jnlp. Now you can see a program for this one. Draw a test.jnlp. Draw test is a name of an applet, and for drawing that draw test applet. Now this is as it is mentioned in the previous one, you can see that it invokes from an applet from an HTML document. Now you can see this href is a hyperlink reference tag that is used to invoke a XHTML document, that is .test.jnlp, and an information tag is being used. Then